Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video we will be creating a book controller as discussed. So we will be creating book controller to return book. Okay, so currently we don't have book controller to return book, so we will be creating that, and that method will be a get method because we have simply added it in the href. So not close all this tab, we don't require this tab. Close this thing. Okay, now go to your book controller, go to your routes. Here in the book route we will add one more method, which is return book. Make this method as get method. Here we will write return book id middleware auth without login user cannot return book. Here we will be writing return book. We have not created return book method yet, so let's just create return book method. Okay, so here return book, this method will be of async type, and this will take request response and next as parameter. Here we will first check if user has already user has purchased this book. So we will first check if user has purchased this book. So first get user id, const user id equal to request dot user id const book id. We will get this from request parameter, request dot params. So we have book id, user id here. Now what we will do, we will first check if user has already purchased this book. So why we are needing this thing? So we are needing this because we have to check if user has purchased this book or not. Otherwise anyone can modify our book id from front end and get the return, try to return that book. So this should not happen, right? So we have to check if user has already purchased this book. If purchased this book, and if purchase book status is not active, if it is not active, then we will simply return like book is already returned, book is already returned. So if a status is not active, which means book is already returned, right? So res.locals.message equal to book is already returned, book is already returned. So this is also fine, right? And we will redirect user to this profile page, use res.redirect user to the profile page, user slash profile. Now what we will do, so this one is done. Now paste the book information. So here we will copy this thing, paste it here. Now find book by id. Okay. If this book does not exist, redirect to the book page, or I can say user slash profile page. Okay, or maybe deleted. Okay, so this one is also done. Now what we will do, we will first make we will first make this thing, update the book information, like borrower service. We will make a borrower service active to false. Okay, and we will make a borrower service active to false. Then we will create new entry to the return service. So first await make active false in borrower model. So to do that, await find borrower dot update. So we don't have any update method in the borrower service, so let's just add update method in the borrower service. Find borrower service, here update borrower. I think here we will add user ID, book ID, and this will be of type what parameter we want to update. So here we will be passing body and next. Now let me just copy this thing again, paste it here, and this thing will be find one. So this one will be update. So what parameter update is taken? Update model, body and filter. So model, body and filter. Go to your, so here model, filter, we will be passing user ID and book ID, and here we will be removing this thing. Okay, filter we have added, body, and so here let me just add body. Okay, so this one is also done. We have successfully created one model to update borrower. Okay, now go to your book service. Here you can say update borrower. Here you have to pass user ID, book ID, and do one thing, const so delete book ID, book dot ID from the book ID, and now make book dot active to false and pass this whole information here. Okay, and next thing is pass next. Okay, so this one is this one will update book current status to false. I think we have to make this purchase book, not book. Here we will pass purchase book dot ID, purchase book dot active to false, and here we will pass just purchase book. Okay, now add entry to return service, calculate fine. Calculate fine. So first add entry to the await. I think we have to calculate the total number of date also. So get total number of date, const total date equal to get difference of date. So let me just search get date difference in JavaScript. How to get date difference in JavaScript? So we can copy this thing. I think this will work for our condition. Copy this thing here, format it, rename it to date one. Date one will be our the previous date, which is purchase book dot go to your purchase model, borrower model. Where is our borrower model? Borrower. Here we have purchase date. So borrower model, and you can write purchase date. Here it will be simply new date. Okay. Now it will calculate diff time and diff days. Okay. So we have successfully calculated total number of days. Now add entry to the return book service. So await return service dot return service. So go to your return service, borrow return service, what method we have? Okay, so we have not added return book here. Okay, so name this to return book. Okay, so we have added return book here, and now let add return book. So here it will take a body. So body maybe will be have to pass user ID and book ID. This two parameter is sufficient. Another parameter is next. We will be passing that. Okay, this thing is also done. Format this document. Now calculate fine. So fine we will be calculating based on that. So if it is greater than 7 days, then if it is less than 7 days, then user don't have to pay any fine. If it is not less than 7 days, so for every 7 days, every next 7 days, we will be adding 10 rupees of fine per book. So now if diff days is less than or equal to 7, then await fine service dot create fine body, or we don't have to add any fine to the fine service, or let's just add fine. So here we will be adding user ID only. Okay, next thing is if and rest dot redirect user to the user/profile page. Okay, now if it is greater than 7 days, then we will calculate we will divide it by 7 and take total number of total number of days or total number of portion, and we will multiply it by 10. So for every week 10 rupees is fine. Okay, so now const get total fine diff days divided by 10, diff days divided by 10, diff days divided by 7, not 10, 7, 1 for 1 week. What about the rest? I think let's just ignore the rest part, and or what we can do, we will just multiply it by 10. And just multiply it by 10. So this is our total file. You can change this logic if you want to, and here we will just add find service again. Here total amount rest dot redirect. Here total amount will be get total fine. Okay, so now this is done, right? Now this is also done. We have successfully created return book method, and we have successfully written logic to return book, collect fine, and add that fine to the fine model, and add a return book to the return model. So we are almost done with the library management system. So in the coming videos we will work on the role management. So if user has admin role, then only user will be able to add book, otherwise it will not allow user to add book. So for that we will be creating another middleware, or we will try to modify existing middleware so that it will check for permission as well. So we will be doing that in the coming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Please like and subscribe my channel so that it keeps me motivated for making new videos. Thank you so much.